It's the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on Tre'Davious White. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Buccaneers and the Bills on Thursday night primetime.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. And tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 59 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Allen.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle complete. That's Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another first down. And again, it's Allen. Got him there. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And the defense not able to get it for What's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
They're brought out by a fellow Tennessee alum, CD, taken in the 3rd round. It's the rookie Hendon Hooker.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers, because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be...
Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing what of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The Bucs at 6-0. To the season for them, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing. Hooker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I hope we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. And sometimes when you're down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
They run with a rookie from K-State, Deuce Vaughn. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deuce Vaughn, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll? Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. Vaughn on 1st and 10. Shifts by him, and finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their 1st play from scrimmage. His 1st carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Darnell Washington, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Blankenship out for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
That's taken on the 25. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dad.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down. They run again with Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Pushes past him. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the 1st down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and was going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Harris taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hooker's going to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because... That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn that field and gain any yardage.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. This is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. Able to avoid him. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
He's working relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Allen going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Harris. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On first down, they go back to Vaughn again to about the 35, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, Hooker. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 33-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So after the INT, it's Allen. Completes it to Davis. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. To the air, Allen. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scoreboard. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. This is second and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The kick by Bass is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So now, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Bucs now. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost.
And now off to the races, down the right side. He may go. 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are able to move back in front. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bills ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Blankenship out for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's got the hookup with Diggs. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 1st first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Harris going to get it again on second down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll run here. It's Murray. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll indeed take a knee. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. A final shot before break. Hooker going up top. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 48 yards. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Here's Hooker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Antoine Woods able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And taken at the 46. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
2nd and 10. Now Hooker.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's a... getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol.
They go play action. Here's Hooker.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Caught right side. Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taken in at the 22. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball off, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Fournette. There he goes, right side.
Now he's into the clear again.
And just shutting him off there.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 168 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Harris. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 35-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He may go. And all the way down to the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now Allen. Touchdown Bills. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Bass on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Vaughn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second down, again they defer to Snell. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Fournette is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
Here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we...
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one.
This to make it a 2-score game.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. This a quick pass to Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Off play action. Here's Hooker. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hooker. He finds Pickens over the middle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Throwing. Hooker. Caught on the slant. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Trying to throw again here. Hooker dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bills offense back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Completed to Hyatt. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Hooker now on 1st down. Looking Hyatt's way once again. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Hendon Hooker, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills getting set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 46-yard line.
Allen going to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. On play action, Allen. Able to shake him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Harris running straight ahead. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final try here for Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, 29 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now down by 13. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills Damian Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And the lead will shrink to 6. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Now a jumbo formation here as they'll try for the two-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
59, Bills 45.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs.
That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Hey, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
Here's Allen.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
To throw is Allen.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Allen.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Allen.
Left side caught by Diggs.
And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That's good for the Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the
Allen.
34-yard line.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here comes 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Allen. His throw incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Throwing is Allen. And that's complete to Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Allen. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Allen. That's taken in by Sherfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Allen off the play fake. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Tampa Bay, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.